Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to give you some of my thoughts on the recently released Season 4 trailer of Syfy's Van Helsing, coming right out of San Diego Comic-Con. And I just gotta say, guys, if you were able to go to San Diego Comic-Con even this opening day, this past Thursday, you lucky sons of bitches. I don't know how people can afford it. I mean, unless you already live in California. I mean, I live in Michigan. Going into the conventions I do in Chicago, it takes some saving and planning and such. With my job and everything like that. I mean, I would have loved to have been there because Van Helsing is such a great show, and just so many kind and appreciative cast members. From Roland, Alex, Kelly, everyone, the cast and crew, the rest of the crew as well. I have a lot of positive thoughts on them, and, hope someday to get more integrated with them somehow. I'm not sure. Some of the absolute best people I've seen, working on any of these shows, and, shows like this have been my life for, quite a while now. But nonetheless, I'm still going to talk about it as much as I can. And if you guys did actually go to the panel they had again this past Thursday, tell me how it was. What were some of the questions that were asked. I haven't seen any videos come up that recorded it, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But this trailer, very, very cool. We get a trailer, of course, every year. This, I think, may have been the best trailer they've ever had, maybe. I liked it a lot. I think we've seen a lot more than I was really thinking we would. Not only do we see Richard Harmon, appear on the show. Of course, he's been a main character on The 100 on the CW for the entire series. So it's really cool to see him pop up on here. We also have, of course, WWE's The Big Show. And again, I'm geeking out to seeing Richard Harmon on here because The 100 is one of my other favorite shows, currently airing as well. And then I was especially surprised by seeing as much of Tricia Helfer's Dracula as we did. Now, I think Tricia Helfer being on the show is a really, really nice fit, and yet another sort of staple of just how legitimate and good the show is. Because, of course, she's known for all her work on Battlestar Galactica. But her being in anything, I think, is just kind of a stamp of, this is something special for, genre fans. And Van Helsing most definitely is. And she looks very, very cool as Dracula, man. She has, like, this aura about her. I really like, it's a very creepy vibe, the way her eyes are. The little bit we've seen of how she moves and everything. But she's not as big as someone like Sam or even Julius or Big Show or what have you, but you can sort of sense a different power and different feel to her that I think of course is needed for any version of Dracula. So I'm really looking forward to her. I'm just so glad we got this far into the Van Helsing story in general. We're getting to dive so deep into the lore, the history of it all. I was worried a couple seasons ago that it was going to unfortunately get cut off, before it really got to show what it was fully about within this world. But here we are in season 4, and I'm so damn happy. Again, everyone that works on it deserves it. And it was also especially interesting at the beginning. The beginning, besides the Dracula bits, were probably my favorite parts of the trailer. Again, sort of exploring Vanessa's current psyche and mental state. Of course, Kelly Overton continuing her arc as the character who I think is one of, if not the best lead we have in any TV show right now. It seems like she's trying to keep a hold of her humanity more so again, because a lot of times in season 3 she struggled with that, giving into a lot of her more vampiric side, and just the savage nature of that, which I thought was really cool. But now she's because of what happened with Axel, them sort of going their separate ways, to say the least, as well as, of course, the deaths of Muhammad, but especially Scarlet. Well, that's done to her. She's apparently trying not to kill, only salvage. It shows her, sort of taking that pose in front of the two vamps at the beginning of the trailer. Perhaps it's trying to lure them in to feed on her, to turn them, or maybe bite them herself, who knows. But then, throughout the trailer, we get her getting in some pretty sweet bloody kills. Vanessa uses a freaking chainsaw, guys. How awesome is that? Did she take that from Ash? I don't know. That's really cool, brutal shot there. I will do anything to see Kelly Overton kill something with a chainsaw. That's just amazing. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see, when is this salvage bit in the season? Is it at the beginning? Is like an immediate sort of decision she makes on how to handle herself? Is it towards the end? I imagine it's probably an earlier season story point, but I'm not sure. But of course, she's going to be forced into a position where she has to kill again, but maybe she'll just, find that balance. And speaking of Axel, of course, he seems to be more on his own, he's with Flesh, Vincent Gale and everything like that. Him and Vanessa obviously do confront each other, which you see a little bit of towards the end of the trailer. Some pretty slick choreography there, I think. Of course, Vanessa countering, but he gets a couple hits. Vanessa's probably letting him. She's not going to hurt Axel. But hopefully, Axel comes to some sort of understanding despite his grief over Scarlet. It was Scarlet's decision to sacrifice herself the way she did, and she pretty much stabbed herself. We'll see how that goes in his mind for him. And again, this other new character named Jackie, who I have pictured towards the upper left there. I'm not so sure about her. I'm not sure what she's all about. She seems to be just like a kind of a street smart, post-apocalyptic survival kid who's really made a name, or not made a name for herself, but really knows how to handle herself. She looks a little bit like Scarlet did when she was younger in those flashbacks last season, which maybe could create something there. Maybe Vanessa takes her under her wing. Maybe it's another Dylan scenario. I don't know. But she should be a fun addition to the show. She seems like a convincing actress, for the role she's in this young. I like her. Of course, Julius we have looking for Doc. Neil McDonough seems like he's going to be getting a bigger role this season as well, which is good. McDonough's in just a ton of shows, and again, he's one of those actors who I think can elevate anything he's in. Even Arrow in season 4, it was a weaker season, and he wasn't necessarily playing the greatest character, but he just relished the role and really got into any role he has. And him being on Helsing, I think, is a good thing. But yeah, so overall, very cool trailer. There's a lot to talk about. The trailer was almost 4 minutes long or so. So that's to unpack. I'm almost kind of overwhelmed with the talking points of the clips here. Definitely looking forward to the premiere this fall. I'm going to be covering every episode just like I have since the start. Van Helsing, incredible show. I'm happy it's gotten so far. I can't wait to see it go further. And really, if the season ends up being like 75% as good as this trailer looks, I'm not sure if it'll top season 3, but if it's as good as this trailer looks, then it could very well end up being my #1 show of the year. I'm just going to say it now. Almost nabbed with season 3 last year, but this year I think it definitely has. So right now, Stranger Things is my favorite show I've seen airing this year so far. Kind of do different things here, but Van Helsing, of course, is like the main staple of my channel at this point, so I'm absolutely stoked by this. So yeah, any guys thought about the season 4 trailer from Van Helsing from San Diego Comic-Con? Anything else you guys want to talk about, leave a comment below, we will. So yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe. Catch you guys next time. Peace.